Hello, 안녕하세요. 大家好, xin chào, 大家好, konnichiwa. Today, I just wanted to share 8 simple Asian habits that I believe everyone should know about, not just Asian people, just because they're so good and they improve life so much. So let's get started.
Number 1. Sharing our meals and preparing them together.
My happiest memories with friends and family invariably involve us being seated around together on a table, eating. Think Chinese hot pot, Korean barbecue, Hong Kong dim sum, etc. Either that or we are seated around the table making things together to eat. These are the times where we sit together, we catch up, and we exchange our stories, where we're not just creating tasty, nourishing food for the communal dinner, but also stories and memories and moments behind those foods. At restaurants, the Asian way is to order a few main dishes and then everyone shares everything together. Having your own dish and eating it by yourself is just such a Western thing. Communal dining, whether with friends or family, means everyone gets to taste everything. And also, after that, we can all discuss together what was good, what's not, and which other restaurant does it better. This simple Asian habit nourishes both your body and your soul and creates that spirit of communal togetherness with the people you love. Don't you think that's so much better than dinner by yourself in front of the TV?
Number 2. No shoes indoors and also no outside clothes.
The story of how Asian people get horrified by how Westerners wear their shoes right indoors, even onto their beds, never really gets old. It's incomprehensible to us. Why would anyone want to track dirt, germs, mud, even bad luck from the outside into their homes? And as a mark of respect, not into other people's homes too. But in many Asian cultures, this goes much further than just shoes. We even have different clothes for the outside and different clothes for the inside. Clothes also can track in germs and debris from outside, dust and sand, for example. So basically, your outside clothes get dirty and you don't want them in or on your clean spaces at home, like the family sofa, carpets, and especially the bed, which is sacrosanct. Only clean things can touch the bed. No backpacks or handbags. They've been on floors, public toilet vanity counters, and other suspect surfaces. Not even me when I'm dirty from the outside. I think this habit just makes for a better and cleaner night's sleep and a more hygienic home overall. For me, it's even evolved into a wonderfully relaxing Pavlovian instinct. You know, I come home, I shower, I change into my ratty home clothes that's so comfy and clean, and it signals to my brain my long outside day is over. Time now to roll around and slug it out at home. Nice!
Number 3. Ikigai, your reason for being. Ikigai is a Japanese life philosophy. They believe everyone should find their ikigai, that which makes your life worth living. This will allow you to live a long, happy, and meaningful life. Ikigai is certainly not just about financial status or material possessions. Simply put, it is about discovering what puts a smile on your face when you wake up in the morning and pursuing that, whilst forming meaningful relationships and contributing to your community at the same time. So you live life with fulfillment and satisfaction. It's about finding that ideal overlap between what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. In today's modern work-dominated, productivity-obsessed culture, Ikigai is an important reminder that we are not defined solely by our work or career. Our self-worth should not be judged solely by our output, our designation, or the salary we command.
Number 4. Smile as part of routine social exchange. Especially in Southeast Asia, whether it's Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, or wherever, smiling is such a big part of the local culture. Thailand is even known as the land of smiles for good reason. Smiling is not only the default way the locals welcome everyone there, it's even used to convey a lot of emotions, including things like embarrassment, a lack of understanding, or simply the desire to avoid confrontation.
Mostly though, what people from all over the world love most about Southeast Asia is that experience of being surrounded by beautiful smiles, genuine friendliness, and people who are mostly easygoing, very happy, simple, sweet by nature. For me, certainly, this is a big factor why I've spent so many years living in Vietnam and Indonesia so far. Different cultures, they actually have very different takes on the smile. It's not always all happiness and cupcakes. For example, in places like Norway, Eastern Europe, even traditional parts of East Asia, smiling without a reason is actually frowned upon. Too much smiling can be viewed as a sign of shallowness or dishonesty. Across our years in Asia together, my hubby Vitaly, he picked up the habit of being very smiley by default though. And it's been so amazing to see how much the local people always appreciate this very simple act. They just beam and respond so positively in return immediately always. I just love the Asian way of smiling as part of our routine social exchange, even with strangers. In our experience, it really opens the door to the exchange of so many positive interactions with all people around us. It is also no news that putting on a smile positively influences our internal emotions. So, what's not to like? Number 5. Letting my hair dry completely before going to bed. Ever since I was a kid, this was always one of the big no-nos. My Chinese mom always told me that going to bed with wet hair will invite damp into the body, leading to rheumatism and arthritis later in life. It's part of our TCM, traditional Chinese medicinal beliefs. There's also a lot of other TCM things like drinking lots of hot water, being good for your body, and not eating cold things like fruit and ice cream before when you're having your period so as to avoid more severe cramps. But I think the most universal one might be the wet hair thing. It's actually very, very tough for me, this one, because we go surfing so often and half the time my hair is always wet and I'm very lazy with the blow dryer. But a lot of people do report getting headaches from sleeping with damp hair. Plus, if you think about it, sleeping with wet hair equals wet pillow equals possible mold and fungal growth, which is not so great. And then there's the whole hair breakage thing when it's wet. So yeah, I think this is quite a good tip to share. Number 6. The achievement is in the savings. Jimmy O Yang did this hilarious skit.
People love to brag about how much money they spend. Asian people, on the other hand, we do the exact opposite. We love to brag about how little money we spent on some shit. Because the art is in the savings.
I mean, for Asian people, frugality and saving a lot are virtues. The achievement is in the savings. Hunting for good bargains isn't about being cheap. It's about not being an idiot, not paying more than you have to, right? There's a lot of history behind such Asian money attitudes, from our Confucianist and Tao teachings to the extreme bone-lashing poverty that Asia has experienced, to the many disadvantages and obstacles that Asian immigrants worldwide have had to overcome in their overseas countries. But mostly, the Asian money attitude just seems to me to be about judicious use of money. Asian parents often won't pay for their kids to go to parties or social events or splurge on branded stuff for them, but they will save and pay for the best education the kids can get because they are paying and saving for a better future. I'm grateful for these Asian money habits that's been instilled in me since young. You know, stuff like value-conscious shopping, the ability to save for a better future, spending for needs versus wants, etc. These are all the habits that have allowed me to reach early retirement and live my ideal dream life since the age of 38. Number 7. Sleeping with a bolster. Since I was born, I've slept with a bolster, or as we call it in our family, huggy pillow. Till today, I can't get a good night's sleep without one of these babies. This may be the quintessential Asian thing. Other than being the ultimate emotional support object that provides both physical and mental relief, bolsters can help align your spine in your sleep, improve your posture, and relax your muscles. Hugging bolsters have been shown to help reduce anxiety and stress in many individuals. It opens up your chest more and it allows more oxygen intake while you're sleeping. So that soothes and calms the body under stressful situations. So my husband, Vitaly, he didn't used to sleep with one of these growing up, but now he also reaches for his own huggy pillow in bed for a better night's sleep. So I love bolsters, he loves bolsters, and we think everyone who tries it will too. Number 8. Acceptance. Across Asia, there are so many acceptance philosophies. The Japanese have wabi-sabi, to accept what is, to stay in the present moment, and appreciate the simple, transient stages of life. Wabi-sabi nurtures all that is authentic by acknowledging 3 simple realities. Nothing lasts, nothing is finished, and nothing is perfect. The Thais have sabai-sabai, their belief that deep in the soul all is well, no matter the twists and turns life takes, no matter the current circumstances. Hence, no need to rush around in the flap getting all stressed out. The Chinese have wu wei, effortless action, or rather the art of letting things happen. It means being at peace while engaging in the most frenetic tasks so that one can carry these out with maximum skill and efficiency. So on so forth in different shapes and flavors, all these Asian philosophies. The repeated message isn't about sitting back and slacking off, but rather about allowing things to happen naturally, letting go of the need to control and accepting what is, however imperfect they may be. It's definitely a big contrast to the Western mindset that emphasizes being busy to the point of stress as a value and measuring success by fixed goals and specific target achievements. For me, such an approach definitely helps lower stress and anxiety while increasing satisfaction and overall well-being. So I definitely recommend this Asian perspective and attitude to you. Well, what other Asian attitudes and habits do you know of that's awesome for life? Share it with me in the comments down below, and maybe share this with a friend who should know about these awesome little Asian habits. Thank you for watching. Let's chat again soon next week. Bye!